Okay, good afternoon everyone. I'm Mr. Malunga Jackson. In today's lesson, we're going to look at on how to save a file to a specific location and on how to preview and print a document. Are we together? So that is what we're going to look at today. So, first of all, before we go into details, I'm going to use PowerPoint to show you the steps that are involved when you want to save a file to a specific location and the steps that are involved when you want to preview and print a document. Are we together? Okay, so we'll go here on PowerPoint. I'll open my PowerPoint like this. I'll open my PowerPoint like this. I'll open my PowerPoint like this. So we are saying we're going to look at on how to save a file to a specific location and on how to preview and print a document. Are we together? So these are the steps that are involved. Step number 1, when you want to save a file to a specific location or media. First step, while in Microsoft Word, click the File tab. I'm going to show you all these things physically, so let's just randomly go through the steps, and after that we can physically do it together. So, as our first steps, while in Microsoft Word, click the File tab. Second step, select the Save As option. Third step, see to it that the document folder is selected. If you want to save a file to another folder, select that particular folder. Type the name of the file in the file text box. Then after that, click Save. Immediately you click Save, the document will be saved. How do you confirm that the document has been saved? Simply look at the title bar to see that the name has changed. So this is the title bar. Are we together? So again, how do you preview and print a document? Are we together? So step number 1, when you want to preview and print a document, again you click on the File tab. Second step, select the print option. Third step, check that the document fits on the page. Step 4, check that the number of copies you want to print is correct. Step 5, check that the correct printer is connected. And lastly, step 6, the last on the list, for the document with more than one page, check which pages to print. And step number 7, print or press the print command in order for you to print a document. So how do you physically go about it? First of all, I'm going to open Microsoft Word. I'm sure you are familiar with how to open Microsoft Word and the like this. I'll come here, open my document like this. So I already have a document in my Microsoft Word and it is written as labels don't lie. So how do you save this document to a specific location? Simply come here on the File tab. We call this one as a file tab. So you click on the File tab. Click like this. Okay, sorry for the inconvenience. So you click like this. So after you click on the File tab, certain features will appear. So these features you see will appear. Since you want to save a file to a specific location, simply don't go on Save, but go on Save As. When you reach Save As, click there. So I'll click on Save As. So after clicking on Save As, we're going to see the features again will appear on your left hand side. So not in the computer, but it's come here. Documents, desktop document, WhatsApp document. But in this case, I want to save my file to desktop as my specific location. Why do I do this? Because I want my file to be easily accessed so that I can access it at my own time. That is the reason why we save a file to a specific location. So in this case, I'm going to save my file to desktop. What do? You click on desktop. Click like this. You click. So after you click on desktop, something like this will appear. So what you do as a next step, you want to save your document by default. So in this box here, we see the name of my document is what? Jackson Malunga. So this box here, where this name appears, we call it a text name box. So I want to change my document from Jackson Malunga to Levels, since I want it to be easily identified by me alone, so that I can easily access it. So I'll change this document from Levels to what? From Jackson to Levels. So I'll type in what? Levels. So when I'm done, I'll come just here in order for me to save the document. So I'll do what? I'll come here. So immediately we're done with writing the name, just click on save. Save. Okay. You want to replace? Okay. I'll replace it since the name has already appeared. So after I've done this, obviously, how do you confirm that the name has changed? Just when you come here on the title bar, the name will appear. Since it was Jackson, now I've decided to change it to what? To Levels, as you can see. So that is how we save a document to a specific location, and we use the shortcut Control S in order for us to save the document. So away from this, how do you preview and print a document? Again, I'll take you back to it. How do you do it? While you are still in Microsoft Word, go in the File tab. So this is our File tab. Again, you click there. You click like this. So in this case now, we don't want to save this document, neither do you want to save it to a specific location, but in case we want to preview it and print it. So what do you go? You go where I want on print. You click like this. So after you've clicked like this, then something like this will appear. So all these things which you see, we call them print preview features. So in this case, my document is no longer in Saver. Since I've already saved it, I want to print out and preview it. First of all, before I actually print out, I'll check the errors in what we call print preview. So all this what we will see here is what we call print preview. Are we together? So here are the features of print preview. First of all, here the number of copies is one. So if you want to increase the number of copies, come here on the up button. You click like this. So obviously the number is increasing from 1 going upward. So we want to print 100 copies. Just click here until the number here changes to what? 200. But in this case, me I'll put 83. So I want to print 83 copies. Again, note that you have to select appropriate printer which is connected to the computer. In this case, my computer is connected to HP LaserJet M101 and M106 as my printer. So if you want to print all pages, you come here. If you want to print one page, that's where you're going to select this print one-sided. If you want to put sided here and there, that's where I'm going to select collected portrait or landscape. So in this case now, my document is already not portrait. So I want to change it landscape. What do? You click here. So immediately click here, have you seen? It has appeared a drop down menu. So there is a landscape here. So I want to put my document from portrait to landscape. So I'll click here. As you see, so it has shifted, or the document has changed to a rectangle shape. Are we together? Instead it was standing, but now it has moved the other way around. So that is how we change all these steps. Are we together? So after changing this, it is in landscape. I want to return back to portrait. Since I want portrait, I'll click here. I'll put it back into what? Portrait. So that is how the features of the print preview work. We print preview in order for us to control errors, select the number of copies we want to print, number of pages, and all those stuff. So in this case, we're simply saying preview a document is simply the act of looking at the document on how it is going to be before you actually print it out. Are we together? So that is what we mean when we say preview. We are looking at the documents on how it is going to be before we actually put it on paper. So this is what we call print preview. And what you do in order for how to print it, just come here. This is what we call a print command. So this button which you see here is all we call a printing command. Are we together? So this is the whole thing called print command. So if you want to print your document, just